Hey guys, Buff and Game back bringing another video today for our Blueprint Weapon series, and today we're going to be covering the Duly Devoted Assault Rifle, but not just that, we're going to be covering the Lights Out bundle as a whole that this is part of. So in this bundle, you get the Darkness skin for Bale, which is a Milsim Spetsnaz blacked out riot gear skin for Bale, which makes him into a more Milsim looking operator than his initial skin. So if you're interested in the Milsim operator, I did cover this all in a video the other day on the channel. I'll link that down below where we go through all the default Milsim operators available for the Allegiance that you can get by purchasing the Battle Pass, as well as the Milsim operators that you'll get in store bundles, such as this one with the Lights Out bundle with the Darkness skin for Bale, as some additional ones that are also available in shop here in Season 3. So, jumping right into it, we're going to cover the Lights Out bundle. You can see as part of this bundle, we have the Darkness skin for Bale. We have the Duly Devoted Assault Rifle, the Perforate Operator Finishing Move, the Dropped Guard Bale Quip, which is his operator quip, the Warbirds emblem, as well as the headcase sticker. So if we jump back to the bundle here, first off, you'll see the Duly Devoted blueprint itself that I'm showing here on screen is just a cosmetically enhanced version of the AKS-74U. But first I want to cover the actual operator skin for Bale. So if I go out to my barracks here, and we'll take a look at this with the assault rifle for the AKS-74U equipped on him so you can see. So this is his blacked out riot gear that was available in shop for the Lights Out bundle. Again, this is 1,500 COD points in store, but here you can see him again just with this AKS-74U and how awesome Bale looks. This is by far my favorite skin for him. Hands down, he's got the all-black tactical gear. He's got the camoed plate carrier or vest on. It's definitely a plate carrier, something like an AVS. But again, I cover more of the gear a little bit lightly in the Milsim operator videos, but I'll go ahead and link that down below. As I said, you see the assault rifle, pistol we have equipped on the side there. And then if we back out and just look at the different skins, if we compare this skin for the Darkness skin to Bale's other skins, you can see the major changes. Obviously, his base 3 skins that came in-game was the Spets, the Riot, and the Twilight Patrol, which were all the same skin, just different cosmetic changes to the color of the camouflage, face mask, things like that. Then we had the Sokolai, which is basically the tanker crew type skin for him. Task Force, which is just another cosmetic change. Spetsnaz Bale, which just came in a Spetsnaz pack in Season 2, which I really like this one as well. This is maybe something we'll cover. This came for all the Spetsnaz operators minus Nikto. Then we had the Darkness one that we're covering here, as well as Stoneface, which was available, I believe, in the end of Season 1 or beginning of Season 2 in shop, which is a pretty cool looking skin as well. But Darkness, you can see, just hands down his best skin in my opinion, and he looks awesome in this blacked out riot gear with his camoed plate carrier on there as well. He's got the goggles, face mask, helmet. And so if we back out now and go back to the actual weapon that we're covering, being the AKS-74U quickly, you can see here base AKS-74U. The attachments that come on the blueprint are the 8.1 compact barrel. You can see here we have a black version of this compact barrel with a blackened handguard instead of the plywood furnace that we usually see on the AKS and the other blueprints. So if I were to just back out quickly and we go to the, actually let's go, we'll select the different blueprints for the AK. So you can see something like a Black Bear, kind of similar almost, Dust Gripper. Here's the Duly Devoted that we have, which is an AKS-74U. So the base AK-47 turned into 74U, you can see the difference right there. That's the same gun minus the suppressor, as well as we have the Freedom Fighter, which again, very, very similar. This is also an AKS-74U for this weapon, and you can see the cosmetic changes. So if I back out again here, we'll go back to our Dust Gripper. We have the 8.1 compact barrel. This is going to assist with the ADS speed and the movement speed, the cons being bullet velocity and recoil control. Comes equipped with the Viper reflex sight. This is just a Russian red dot sight for precision sight pitches. It's going to add a little bit of extra weight to the weapons for that ADS speed. It's going to take a little bit of a hit. We have the Skeleton stock equipped. This is going to be assisting our aim, walking, movement speed, as well as our aim down sight speed. The con being aiming stability. Then we have the granulated grip tape for aiming stability, aim, walking, steadiness. The cons being aim, walking, movement speed. And then we have ammunition being the 545 by 39mm 30-round magazine. So you can see the cosmetic changes. We have the black handguard on the weapon itself. We have some minor changes to the 30-round magazine of the 545 with some, looks like stipple grip on there as well. We have the red lower receiver on the weapon, as well as everything else is black. A nice change here that we see with this blueprint is we have the rib dust cover, as well as the actual AKS-74 series dovetail leaf mount on this weapon. That we have the same as the steel curtain stamped receiver, and we have the same dove mount as well as that Picatinny that's mounted on the side there with that the reflex is mounted. Those are really the only cosmetic changes. It's essentially the steel curtain blueprint just with a different handguard for the 8.1 inch compact. But go ahead and jump into gameplay. You can just see me using this in-game against bots here on Crash, just so you guys get an idea of how this handles. I do a quick recoil test here in the beginning. You'll see because we don't have any attachments on the underbarrel of the weapon, the recoil is a little bit more than we would typically like. So I would recommend if you're really trying to use this competitively in a game, you can maybe swap out the granulated grip tape for probably an underbarrel attachment or even a compensator on the weapon as well. So I would recommend that. You can see you can easily control it, but it's not as tight bullet spread as we would like. The muzzle definitely does climb more than I would like to see, but again, we don't have really that many attachments on this weapon because we're using it at base as it comes with the blueprint. So it doesn't really come able to handle recoil very well. So you can obviously edit that with an underbarrel, and something like a compensator on there will definitely assist. You could even switch out the skeleton stock to help with some different pros and cons for the weapon as well. But you go ahead and check out the other AKS-74 videos on the channel below. You'll see how that handles. But let me know what you guys think of this bundle. The Duly Devoted blueprint itself, some nice cosmetic changes. If you swap out any of the barrels, you're going to get that same old plywood look that the AK-47 has. Obviously, the Spetsnaz barrel is going to be different because it is just the M-Lock handguard from Midwest Industries. Everything else is going to be the same. The camouflage on the weapon is going to cover everything but the red on the lower receiver, so that's one thing to note. Other than that, it's basically a steel curtain, but again, some nice little minor changes here. So I check out the Milsim operator video I linked below because I did go over all the Milsim operators, and also Taylor Kurosaki from Infinity War I went back and forth on a couple of tweets there, and he was saying that this is going to be something rolling out more in the future, these Milsim operator packs. And I'm assuming, based on some of the comments I put, it sounds like there's going to be Milsim operator weapons as well. So we're getting some of that here. We've seen some with the ammo conversions and things, but it seems like we'll have some more cosmetically enhanced blueprints going forward to match the Milsim operators more closely, and I think that'll be something really nice to see going forward. So in the gameplay here, you can see again, just using this on Crash. I said before, you can see the recoil is a little bit difficult to control, but if you just pull down slightly on your right thumbstick, it's going to go straight vertical if you're not controlling it. So you just got to compensate for that a little bit and watch the horizontal bounce on the weapon. Other than that, it's pretty easy to control. Again, very fast ADS speed. Your movement speed is very good with this weapon because it is so light and compact, being the AKS-74U. So again, I'll link the other videos down below, some of the AKS-74Us that we did in the past, as well as that Milsim operator video, because we go through not just the darkness skin for Bale, but all the default operators that the Allegiance have right now, as well as for the Milsim, as well as the ones that were available in store thus far this season. And one thing to note, there are no Coalition Milsim operators yet, besides the darkness skin for Bale here that we purchased in store. And I believe there's another one in store for Azure as well. But for the default operators, it sounds like those will be added down the line, whether it's Season 4 or in a pack coming forward here in Season 3. And I'm assuming that'll be free or something included with the Battle Pass, since the default operator Milsim packs were essentially part of the battle stream. So all you have to do is buy in. So had to see how that works, but I'm really looking forward to seeing more Spetsnaz type skins, as well as hopefully the proper AK-15, AK-12 blueprint for this weapon going forward. And that is something I did tweet to Taylor Kurosaki, and he did like that tweet. So I'm hoping that's a sign of things to come. It seems like they're getting the cosmetic changes, and this is something the community really liked, with these Milsim operators that we saw with this Lights Out bundle, as well as just introduced in the season pass itself. So let me know what you guys think of this video, what you think of the Milsim operators. Check out that Milsim operator video down below. I think hands down this Bale skin is my favorite skin in the game by far. I really like the Allegiance Milsim operators for the default classes, but the darkness skin for Bale is just awesome looking. This is exactly the skin that I was looking for. I did do a tweet very early, I believe Season 1 or 2, and this is essentially the exact picture that I was looking at to be added as an operator for Bale. So I'm really happy that they actually did something similar, whether it was due to them seeing my tweet or just a standard search for Spetsnaz operators, riot gear. That's exactly what you'll see, is something very similar to this. So I'm really excited that this was added to the game. Let me know what you guys think down below, what kind of operator skins you want to see going forward. Also, if you played Medal of Honor Warfighter, there was a lot of, obviously, emphasis on real-world military operators. So I like to see something like Polish Groom, things like that added, maybe some German Special Forces, anything like that down below. Comment kind of what kind of MILSIM operator bundles you want to see for different countries and operator classes. It'd be cool to see some Navy SEALs, some additional Spetsnaz, things like that added in the future. I think would be awesome. So let me know down below what you guys want to see for not only MILSIM operators, but also MILSIM type weapons. Until next time, Buffner Gaming, out.
On target. This is Falcon 3-0. Personal radar destroyed. Personal radar destroyed. We've lost coverage. Enemy near Main Street. We have a personal radar drone ready for escort. Enemy at the hotel. Copy. Falcon 3-0 en route. Precision airstrike ready. -1. Earn your victory. Phoenix 3, good copy. Strike inbound. Back out.